Ready. Play.
Vou set encontro Holmgren. Recepção 6-2, 4-6, 6-3, 6-2, 4-6, 6-3.
Your thoughts about the match, please.
Thank you. I thought it was a very difficult match. Obviously, Arthur is a very, very strong player. He takes the initiative out of my hands with his big serve and aggressive game style, trying to go to the net a lot. So it was a very challenging match, and it really came down to who could take the initiative first. I managed to hit a lot of good returns, especially in the beginning of the match and towards the end of the third set as well. And was able to hold on in my own service games by hitting some good serves at big moments and controlling with my forehand. So it came down to a few big points here and there, but I'm very happy that I was able to stay mentally tough after losing the second set.
Your opponent today has a pretty fascinating story. I wonder if this is something that the other players also know about. Did you know it?
Yeah, I heard last week about his car crash, which was horrible. It's so impressive how quickly he's recovered and even that he's able to play tennis. I met Arthur last year. We played against each other and he beat me in France. And then he said that it happened after a tournament in Braunschweig. Yeah, we both competed in that one too. So I'm so happy that he's still able to compete, and I'm blown away by that he's able to play at such a high level so shortly after such a horrible event.
You just won your first challenger, and it was a challenger 50. And I kind of always wondered, like, among the players, do you guys look at these categories too much? Like, because this is a 1 to 5, would it mean like a lot more for you to win? Because obviously the points, the money, yes. But like, is a challenger title, or do you also pay attention to the numbers a lot?
I think maybe a challenger 50 is less than a normal challenger title. Also because I think it's relatively new, the format. So I think if you win a challenger 75 or above, then it's a challenger title. But I mean, I'll take it. It was a challenger 50, so I'll take the challenger title. But as a tennis player, you look at it from a confidence standpoint. You can say the same thing about Alex Martinez in this tournament. He made a great run last week in Segovia, and he's coming into this week with a lot of confidence, trusting his game in the big moments. And I'm doing the same after a good week in Nottingham, and then Porto Blanco had a little bit of a slip up in Segovia, but I'm back on track here now. So winning a lot of matches just kind of propels you towards winning even more.
And how do you explain this moment you're sharing at the moment? What happened for you to play so well in the last few weeks?
It's actually funny. So a couple weeks ago I was playing in Holmgren, and I was noticing that I was losing a lot behind my first serve. So I went back and I was looking at the matches. I was like, what's happening here? And then I saw after I had the serve, I'd get a forehand, which is what I want. But then my forehand the second shot was trailing a little bit towards the middle. So I was playing a bunch of guys who were standing far back, and then they got it and hit it high to my backhand, and all of a sudden the point's neutralized. But I knew that I was trying to be aggressive, but I was just not hitting my targets. So then I decided to aim a little bit shorter, so it'd be like this far behind the service line instead of aiming this far from the baseline. So by making that adjustment to aim shorter, now when I don't hit my targets, I still get the angle out. So it was actually quite astonishing how little I changed, but immediately I started winning more. I made it to the finals of the 25K in Denmark on clay, lost in Italy the next week, but played a good match against Pellegrino, then won Nottingham, Porto Blanco, and now we're here, Segovia here. So I'd say that's the biggest thing that changed. But that being said, I've been working hard for a long time, and gotten better and better, and then now it's just when it comes out in the results as well.
Great, thank you.
Just maybe one, sorry, John. Tennis is growing in Denmark, of course. Started with Caroline outside, now you have Holger. Can you talk a little bit about the roads for you growing up?
Well, yeah, tennis grew, especially in the last few years with Holger and Clara coming up and being the Danish stars of tennis. I obviously went to college for 5 years, which a lot of Danish tennis players are taking that route. And for me, it was great. I wasn't good enough to play professionally when I was 18. I think college was a very good road for me to improve, get an education as well, and prepare to play pro. Does that answer the question?
What did you study, by the way? What did you study?
I studied theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does that help on the court?
I don't know. I don't know, but there's a lot of similarities.
Do you sometimes see theatrics from opponents?
I don't think about it that way.
No.
But I'm sure a lot of guys try and do different stuff.
But now that you're starting to be more of a presence on tour, what does it mean for you to have someone to look up to like Holger?
I'm just really happy on his behalf, and I think it's really cool for Danish tennis. I have a lot of guys that I look up to. Holger's style of tennis isn't what I'm trying to do, because he's so quick. I'm never going to be able to move like he does. I have a different skill set, so I look at other players. Last year I was looking a lot at Chris Eubanks, looking up to him, because he's trying to be really aggressive off the second serve and hit huge forehands and just really, again, take the initiative. And that's what I want to do. But it is definitely really important and really cool for Danish tennis to have these role models as Holger and Clara and Caroline to look up to and follow in the big tournaments.
Maybe just one more. I'd say tomorrow's semi-final is the biggest of her career.
Yeah, I guess so.
So what do you do today? Or do you relax or maybe start thinking about the match? What do you do in the next few hours?
I don't do much. Honestly, I just eat.
Do you go for a walk? Do you go to the hotel room?
I'll go. I'll go to the physio, and I'll take an ice bath, get a massage as well. My legs are a little bit sore, but they've been sore for 4 weeks. So just trying to recover as best as I can. Maybe I'll do a little bit of laundry tonight. My parents were here, but they left this afternoon, so
you have to do the laundry.
Exactly.
But did you have time to explore Porto a little bit? Or
we went to one of the bridges. I forget the name, but it was such a cool sight on the river, and we were at the small castle on top. But that's it. I was kind of hoping to go surfing if I had a day off at some point. So I don't know if I don't think I'll have time anymore.
Keep winning.
Yeah,
So.
it's a good problem, right? But yeah, I haven't seen much, fortunately.
It's a good problem.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.